Hey guys, in this video I'm going to talk about how you can write a custom hook in your React.js application. Do not miss this video and let's go! React's built-in hooks are awesome, but sometimes you need to reuse logic across components. That's where custom hooks come in. In this video, I will show you how to create your own custom hook in just a few minutes. A custom hook is just a JavaScript function that starts with use and lets you reuse stateful logic across components. Let's say you are fetching data from an API in multiple components. Instead of duplicating the fetching logic, we will move it into a custom hook. First, we should create a custom hook file in our source folder, and we should create a folder called hooks. And in our hooks folder, usefetchdata.js file is important. And start with React here, and now I want to import useState and of course useEffect for fetching data in our useFetchData components like this. In our useFetch function, we need three useState like this, const data as the first, and we should write down set data, and it's equal to useState with null default value. The second one is for loading, const loading as you know, and set loading like this. It's equal to useState again, and with default value of true. And the last one is error state. In our project, we should write down error and set error like this. It's equal to useState with default value of null like this. And now, as you know, for fetching data, we need to write down useEffect like this, and to fetch some data, I start with fetch data function. It's equal to async, and now we should add dependency array to our useEffect. First, I put it empty, and in our fetch data function, I should write down try and cache like this, and in try, I should write down const response. It's equal to await fetch method and passing just this URL, and the next one is const result. It's equal to await response.json, and the last part is set data. It's equal to result in our try, and in cache we should write down cache error and set error again, and finally we should set loading false like this. And after all, we should call our fetch data function like this. And now I want to fill this dependency array with the URL that we are going to pass to our fetch data function to fetch something from this URL, and in return I should just write these curly braces and return data, and of course loading, and again error like this. This is our useFetchData component, and all of these are a custom hook that we use useState for state management, and of course use effect to fetch data from the URL that we will pass to our fetch data function, and at last we return the data loading an error so component use them. And finally, in our app.js we should import React from React, and of course import use fetch data from hooks use fetch data. And in our app I want to remove all of these and just a div like this, and here I want to write down data loading and error from use fetch data like this, and just pass this URL. When I save it, we have this error in our fetch data function. Oh, it's my bad, I should add the URL here like this, that we pass it to our fetch data here like this in our app components. And now, as you remember, like React query from my previous video, we can write here some conditional rendering. If loading, return this p tag like this, and just write down loading ... and again if we have error, return this p tag, and error it's equal to error dot message. And in our return we need a div like this, and this heading one posts, and we need a list like this. Just iterate on our data array like this, data map post, and just return this li tag and write down post dot title. And as you can see, we make this component use fetch data as a separate component and a custom hook to fetch our data wherever we need and we are going to use. And for example, in our app.js we use it like this, and this conditional rendering, and as you can see in result we have these post titles. And you should know that how clean and reusable the component code becomes, and of course the hook can now be used in multiple components. As a benefits of custom hooks, I should say the first one is reusability. It shares logic across multiple components. The second one is clean code. Keep components focused on UI, not logic. And the last one is testability. Test hooks independently of components.
So my friends, it was all about how you can write a custom hook and use it in different components in your React.js application. I hope this video was useful for you, and of course do not forget to subscribe my channel and put like and comment if you have a question from me. Be nice guys, thanks for watching, and farewell developers.